didn't do nothing wrong, man. Yeah, you did. You don't listen to what you're told to do.
I've done nothing wrong.
De-escalate.
His name is Stephen Howard. He lost here in his name.
This is Michelle.
What if I put the gun away?
Come here.
Chill out, eh?
Well, that settles it. Everybody grab a broom. It's shenanigans.
Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is First Amendment Shenanigans. Hey, you ever wonder what happens when a First Amendment frauditor confronts an actual governor of his state? Well, pretty much the same thing when a First Amendment frauditor interrupts someone at the drive-thru at the McDonald's. Pretty much nothing. No one takes First Amendment frauditors seriously, whether it's on the side of the road or at a big government forum. But our dreaded rebel rouser, our good doctor, is going to go to a meeting with the Kansas governor and ask why he was arrested at a permitted private event where he was told to leave because he was not with the group who reserved the government space, which is completely legal, yet he is still crying about being arrested. Let's take a look.
Attending an event that the Kansas governor is going to be speaking at, along with one of her secretaries of the Secretary of Administration, Adam Prophet. KHP's here. And Adam Prophet, the KHP, is on unlawfully arrested at the state capitol grounds on June 14th, 2025.
Flashback.
I used to be a bigot too. Do you need a mom hug? Do you need a mom hug?
You're a mom?
Yeah, I'm a mom.
You look like a guy.
Why, you ill-mannered sack of crap!
First off, no First Amendment auditor should ever be passing judgment on someone's appearance. Secondly, here's one of you in court. You look like a bad dollar store version of Rob Zombie. And here's one of your mugshot. This one you kind of look like Charles Manson.
You'll need to move out to the sidewalk.
Says who?
It says me, because they have a permit and you are against their cause, so therefore you need to be on the sidewalk or we'll move
They
you
don't
from
have.
property.
They don't have a permit for that.
Yes, they do.
They don't have control over this.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
All right.
This is our police officer, and you're going to respect him.
This is a traditional public.
You're going to
forum.
respect our law enforcement.
91,
They
66,
do
I
not.
have one
They
need to
do
be
not
ruled.
have access to. They do not have control over this.
Everyone make a wall.
They do not have.
What's going on here?
They do not control this.
I have someone needs to be removed from the property.
Removed in what way?
They're going to remove.
In what way?
They have a permit that takes the whole south side of the grassy area.
No, they don't have control over it. This is public. This is public property.
Now, our idiot doctor might not think it's possible to rent out these spaces, but it definitely is. In the state of Kansas, and like most states, there's an application process, usually done through the local governing body, that gives you access as long as you fill out the proper documentation. When the event's going to be held, what's the event for, that sort of thing. Now, for these applications to work, you actually have to put your name, your address, your phone number. This is where the process would break down for any good First Amendment frauditor.
This is public grounds, man.
Public ground.
This is this. No, it
You're
is
either
not.
leaving that, I'm going to
Nope.
give you last warning to leave on your own, or they're going to escort you out the property.
I'm not being escorted out of here.
Escort him out.
I'm not
Sign in
leaving.
for criminal trespass.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Get your hands off me. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest? Hey!
Jackboots, man. God. You've been arrested.
Michael, will you take my phone, brother? Michael, will you take my phone, brother? Michael, will you take my phone, brother?
I'll take his two things.
Back up real quick.
You want him to take your phone?
That's a violation of my
Here, I'll
First
take the
Amendment
property.
rights. You motherfuckers fucked up, man. This is a First Amendment protected activity. Just like every motherfucker.
Bye, bitch.
Oh, that's always fun. I love the dreadlocks, bro, and also the skinny jeans. Never, never change your look, because it's timeless. Now, of course, he thinks he got illegally arrested and trespassed, and his rights were completely violated. First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, whatever, all the amendments. So he files his civil rights lawsuit, and now he's going directly to the governor to complain about the lack of transparency and the criminal behavior by the police and how much money this is going to cost the state of Kansas. It's all just nonsense. So here it is, the good doctor confronting the governor of Kansas about his big civil rights lawsuit. Now, the event hasn't officially started yet, but of course the good doctor can't sit down like a normal person. He needs all the attention of the room. He's got to stand there with his stupid sign and make sure everyone in the audience is very uncomfortable until the governor arrives. Now, it gets so bad that one of the governor's aides needs to come over and explain to the doctor that everyone needs to take a seat before we can get started.
Hi, I was just hoping that you would be maybe willing to take a seat.
Who are you?
I'm one of the governor's staff members. I was just hoping that you would be willing to take a seat so we could get the event started.
Why are you
but you're
hoping
more
that?
than welcome to sit wherever you would like and continue holding your sign, just so long as you don't obscure anybody else's view. But you could sit right there in the front if you would like, or you could sit on the edge.
Am I welcome to stand?
We're all going to be seated for this event.
Am I welcome to stand in this public space?
You're welcome to have a seat somewhere.
Am I welcome to stand in this public space?
We're trying to make sure that the event can get started. And
You can't start if I'm standing here, is that what you're trying to say?
I think I would really appreciate it if you would sit down.
Now, of course, the immature crybaby frauditor is not going to take a seat. That's ridiculous. This is his building. He can stand anywhere he wants, obviously. So eventually the meeting does start, and guess who gets up for public comment?
We'll hold the mics for everybody.
All right. Well, Governor, I'd say the worth of Kansas depends on how much the government is willing to follow the Constitution or not.
You suck!
On June 14th, 2025, I was unlawfully arrested for standing silently with a sign on the State House Capitol steps. I stood there silently, and under a minute, Kansas Highway Patrol had confronted me and arrested me.
This is a forum on the budget. Do you have a question related to the budget?
Well, if you let me finish, Governor, I'll get to my question, and I would say that this is a forum that's a designated public forum, so I'm going to ask my question. And so after that arrest, I sued the secretary there, Adam Prophet, Trooper Smith of the Kansas Highway Patrol, the director of the Kansas Highway Patrol, and the officers that arrested me, under the former policy of the secretary there, who changed it 2 weeks later on July 1st. And Secretary, I was wondering if you could explain to everyone here what type of forum the State House steps are, and why I was arrested, and also how much do you think that's going to cost taxpayers to defend that lawsuit?
Well, considering it's never going to see the inside of a courtroom, I'm going to say zero. It's going to cost you money if you continue down this stupid road, unless you're going to defend yourself, which you most likely are because you think you're smarter than everybody in the room. However, you definitely are not. You can't even follow the rules of a simple meeting. How do you think you're going to fare inside an actual courtroom defending yourself, or, I'm sorry, bringing criminal charges against the sheriffs and the governors and whoever else you're going to try to bring into that courtroom? It's never going to work. You're going to get laughed out of the building, just like you're about to get laughed out of this meeting. This meeting isn't even an open forum. This is about budget issues. And you're not even following that procedure properly.
Governor, what rule was established that says it's limited what we talk about in here? This is a public meeting. It's not a limited forum. It's a designated public forum. And just a little bit earlier, you stopped me from speaking. Matter of fact, my question asked about something in the budget that had to do with how much a lawsuit would cost. And last I checked, that has to do with the budget. So my question is, can you explain to us, now both of you please, can you explain to us what type of forum the State House steps are and why I was arrested on June 14th, 2025 for standing there under your old policy, Scott, or Adam Prophet, that you changed 2 weeks after that?
Okay,
and while we're at it,
I'm going to again interrupt you.
And how much is that going to cost?
Specifically,
Yeah.
if you have a question about the budget, I'd be glad to answer it. You do not.
I do.
So
I do.
please,
I do. I do. How much is it going to cost to defend that lawsuit?
That's a totally different issue, nothing to do with the budget that we're talking about right now.
What part of the budget does that come out of?
The next person, please.
Hey, we finally found a way for politicians to get a little favor with their constituents. If you're in a big room with a First Amendment auditor and he won't shut up, just cut off his mic. You'll get a few votes out of that, no problem. Obviously, the nice people in this auditorium have had enough of the shenanigans from our good doctor here, and they're applauding the governor for shutting him up and shutting him down.
8 hours later.
Thank you all for coming.
Boo! Boo!
course, our immature crybaby Frauditor is booing the governor, even though she allowed him to stay in this meeting. Even though he didn't follow the rules of the meeting, he can't follow the rules of the building. He's acting like a jackass. He can't even ask a question that's pertaining to the topic of the night, yet the governor allowed him to stand here with his stupid sign and not get thrown out. If it were me, I would have chucked him out hours ago. However, she allows him to stay. He's trying to boo her off the stage, and eventually he's going to hang out and pretend like he's actual press. When the press are going over to ask a few extra questions, he likes to cosplay as an actual reporter. But we all know he's not a real reporter. He's not even a real person. To me, he's a caricature. He's a caricature of a First Amendment frauditor who learned everything he knows about the Constitution and the law and about this stupid YouTube video series that he does, all on YouTube. It's all fake law. It's all nonsense spewed out by other idiots that just gets copied over and over again. Eventually, it will get shut down. But until then, we are here to call it out for what it is. Pure nonsense and shenanigans. Well, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments. Share the video around. It will help YouTube know that this channel is one that you guys like and that it should be suggested to others. And leave me a comment. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one.
Goodbye, Stephen Kelly.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
You mean shenanigans?
No.